long as the Star Spangled Banner and this sounds okay. Yes. We got to the Fermata and everyone watched, and I was like, all right, we're okay.
You were close. Good afternoon. Many of you know me, but for those of you who don't, I am Mrs. Day, the principal here at Mercer County High School. On behalf of the administration, Board of Education, and faculty, I would like to welcome everyone to the 2022 Mercer County High School graduation ceremony. I'm honored to be a part of today's ceremony for these graduates, and today we celebrate this great group of students and all of their hard work. Mr. Petrie, our Mercer County Superintendent, asked me to pass along his congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2022. His son is graduating from high school today as well, so he is unable to be here, but he wanted to congratulate you all as we celebrate your accomplishments. So let's get on with the celebration. At this time, I would like to invite the 2022 Senior Class President, Robbie Holzschlag, to the stage to say a few words. As a student, Robbie participated in golf, basketball, track, student council, and FFA, acting as our chapter president this year. Next year, Robbie plans to attend the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Good afternoon, administrators, teachers, friends, family members, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Mercer County High School class of 2022. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the great success of the first ever class to completely go through the Mercer County School District K through 12. I am truly honored to speak on behalf of a group of students this afternoon who, throughout my childhood and schooling, I have been extremely proud to call my classmates, my teammates, and most importantly, my friends. For most of us, we have called Mercer County our home for a majority of our life. It is the place where we made most of our young, lasting childhood memories together. As a young kid growing up in the city of Aledo, I had the blessing of making countless friends and memories. Whether it was riding bikes with the boys, going to Tasty Freeze with my parents, or playing Aledo Park District baseball, there were always memories to be made with friends and family, especially in a place where the town may be small and rural, but the heart and soul of the community is chronically present. As we move on from high school and experience new things and make new memories, let us always remember where we came from. Remember the great people and community that shaped us to who we have become today in the present. As you go forward in your life, whether you're heading off to college, a trade school, or military, remember to do so with an open mind and a full heart. Always be ready for life to throw you a wicked curveball. Sometimes life will kick you in the rear, but how we react to adversity is what will determine our success in the game of life. As sophomores, our class got dealt a wicked hand with the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to the start of remote learning, which at first was pretty sweet. We didn't have to go to school anymore or wake up super early. My friends and I were able to play video games all day. Life is good, as Mrs. Huckey would say. What we didn't realize at the moment was the camaraderie we were missing out with our class. As the COVID pandemic digressed, we finally were able to come back to school, but still had to deal with mask mandates and social distancing. During this period, our class felt very disconnected with one another. We knew it would take a little while to get back into the swing of things, but as we move forward from this tragic period of our class's high school experience, our class has never missed an opportunity to show tremendous school and class spirit, whether at sporting events or at school in the hallways. The pandemic brought us closer together and showed that we can persevere as a unit and thrive better together. Two quotes I heavily live by are, "Leaders lead from the front, and there are energy givers and there are energy takers." I believe that in whatever you are doing in life, you should always strive to be the greatest and lead by example. Whichever path you choose to take in the game of life, you will be presented with different groups of people and challenges you will have to face. Do not be scared to put yourself out there and lead the charge. Take pride in what you do and bring the energy to the table. Our class has always taken ownership and pride in the aspect of leading by example. Whether it's being the loudest cheering section, bringing the energy to school dances, or showing excellence in the classroom through academics and behavior. As we walk across the stage today and move over our tassels, let's become more than just high school graduates. Let us become adult Americans, ready for the next stage in life. As the next up-and-coming generation of America, we have a responsibility as American citizens to hold true to American culture. Over the past couple years, the United States has been disconnected as a society, just as we were as a class through the COVID-19 pandemic. It is our responsibility as a generation to unite and continue the American way of life and be thankful for the freedoms we have in this great nation. In the crowd of graduates today, we have a few members of the class of 2022 joining the United States military. Could these graduates please stand? Can we please give them a big round of applause? You may be seated. Without the men and women in the armed forces, our generation and class couldn't have grown and developed in the land of the free. As I conclude my commencement speech, I would like to give a big thanks to our school administrators, teachers, and staff as a whole. You have all shown us what it takes to come together and prosper as one school district. From nest to sky, our class has always been passionate and cooperative in everything we do together. Togetherness is a strong attribute that was cemented into our class from the very beginning. In 2009, when Westmer and Aledo consolidated, people may have doubted that a fire-breathing green dragon wouldn't have worked with a blue and red warrior. But as I stand here at this podium today, 13 years later, I am honored to say that our county's mission for one school district has succeeded. The class of 2022 is soaring and flying into new heights into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the eagle has landed. I'm Robbie Holtschlag, and I approve this message.
Thank you, Robbie. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Hofer to the podium to introduce the class of 2022 top 10 students.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the top 10 of the class of 2022. When I call your name, please stand, and we'll hold all a round of applause until the end. Ayla Lee Coulter, Kirsten Marie Cox, Carissa Lynn Geisinger, Rebecca Lynn Gray, Bailey Lynn Marie Harden, Carson Patrick Holmes, Olivia Jean Huckey, Michaela Joanne Matlick, Sydney Lauren Quam, and Shaylee Jo Smet. The top 10 of the class of 2022.
Thank you. And now I would like to invite Sydney Quam to the stage. Sydney is our class of 2022 salutatorian, and through her years at MCHS, Sydney participated in choir, show choir, musicals, POMs, Key Club, and the Podcast Club. Sydney plans to attend Blackhawk College in the fall and then transfer to a four-year university.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, staff, and the class of 2022. Thank you all for celebrating with us on this day. It hasn't been easy getting to this point, but I think we can all agree that we got the ending that we hoped for. Now, I would like to make a quick disclaimer before I go on. I feel that speeches are one of the easiest things that can be made cheesy. There will be none of the, look around at everyone in this room, you're never gonna see them again. Although this may be somewhat true, it's overdone. My goal is to avoid as much cheesiness as possible and be real. 5 years ago, I was sitting in this gym watching my cousin graduate. I wasn't thinking about that being me someday, though. I was gonna graduate from a little Iowa school. However, the tables quickly turned when I found myself moving to Aledo after 8th grade. I'll be honest, the first day of freshman year sucked. I didn't know anyone, and my family was in shambles. Life was not going as planned, but I never lost hope or faith, and the Lord was my rock. I held fast to this verse from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. I didn't have to worry about what was going to come from the situation, but I knew everything was going to be okay. I am also so grateful for my mother helping me through that time. My mom was and still is my best friend, my role model, and my biggest supporter. We were there for each other and made it through a tough time in our lives together. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and something good can come out of every negative situation. I never planned on moving to Aledo, but I was going to give it a chance. Now I realize that I would never go back and change the past. Through my involvement in certain activities, I've met the best of friends. The relationships I have are so close and so full of love. We've laughed, we've cried, and we've done some really weird stuff together. I've met so many amazing people and done things I never expected to through this school. However, I have a confession to make. I hate school. Now, I know this looks a little funny as I stand here giving you my salutatorian speech. Don't get me wrong. I love participating in all the extracurricular activities and forming relationships with people, but the work and the stress can really bring a person down. I had this mindset that got me through, though. I'm going to be here for the next 4 years, whether I like it or not, so I might as well put in as much effort as I can. That is very inspirational, I know, but do not be deceived. There were a lot of hours spent crying at the kitchen counter. The point is, life is going to change for you in the most unexpected ways. For every reason, though, good and bad, there are lessons to be learned and experiences that will shape you. Even in the hard times, you can't just sit and wait for it to be over. Sure, time heals, but you have to give a little. Get involved, participate in things, meet new people, and turn a sad situation into something better. Wherever life takes you, don't be afraid to be confident and to be your genuine self. Because worrying, well, ain't nobody got time for that. Go wear a $50 Christmas tree costume to school if you want. Nobody cares. Work hard, but have fun. Once again, I would like to thank all of the parents, teachers, staff, and the class of 2022 for all the work that's been done in getting to this moment. I would especially like to thank Mrs. Day for how much she pours into all of her students. She has been an amazing and caring principal for the past 4 years of my high school career, and she will be dearly missed as she goes on to her own new experience. Finally, I leave you all with a quote from a person who is very inspiring to me. As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you, Sydney, and to our show choir. At this time, I would like to invite Shaylee Smet to the stage. Shaylee is our class of 2022 valedictorian, and while in high school, Shaylee participated in Key Club, Science Olympiad, Scholastic Bowl, band, and was a backstage crew member for our theater productions. Shaylee plans to attend Blackhawk College to earn a degree in computer science in the fall.
All right. Hey everyone. Welcome and thank you for attending the class of 2022 graduation ceremony. I honestly don't think there's a better way for me to kick off this speech other than by mentioning how I've been told multiple times by numerous people that this speech is going to be epic. So, for your sake and everyone else here, I sure hope you're right. Other than that, I'm going to start with a quick thank you to my parents and friends for having to deal with me throughout the years, as well as a thank you to the teachers and staff here at the high school who've had to deal with all of us, which I'm sure is probably worse. In other regards, I don't know if you all know this, but it's been a crazy 4 years. So I'm glad to see everyone survived. Congratulations, that's pretty impressive. But on a more serious note, we really have been through a lot, both good and bad, and it's not the time to stop now. Keep going, persevere, because there are gonna be more troubles ahead. That's just life, we all know that, but keep your head high. So we all know the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, which is really effective, by the way. I totally recommend it, as long as you sell it elsewhere, of course. But another topic I want to touch on is about being the greatest. Let me tell you, you don't have to be the greatest. Ironic coming from the valedictorian, I know. But by no means am I better than you because I'm up here on this podium because I got good letters on a fancy paper. Don't get me wrong, depending on who you are and what you want to be, those numbers have varying importance. And I know you all know that, but what I'm trying to say is that you should be you. Don't conform to whatever the world wants you to be, or dare I say what your family or friends want you to be. But it's time for us to face the world in a way we really haven't experienced before, whether you are going into the military, or workforce, or college, or a trade school, or even if you aren't sure what you want to do. This is only the beginning of your life, a first step in a hopefully long journey. And it's all in your hands, which for some, that fact is much scarier than for others. Enough with the serious stuff though. Here was one last quote, Veni Vidi Vici. We came, we saw, and we conquered. Thank you all for listening and not throwing tomatoes at me. I appreciate it. To God be the glory. To the class of 2022, good luck. It's a crazy world out there. And as a must-have last line, let us be the first to fly from nest to sky.
Thank you, Shaylee. The 77 students sitting in caps and gowns have worked hard for the last 13 years. They have participated in numerous activities and made memories with those sitting around them that will last a lifetime. Now, just like Sydney and Shaylee already said, it's cheesy, but it's true. Take a second, graduates. Look at those sitting around you. This truly is the only time and the last time all of you will be in the same room at the exact same time. Enjoy the moment today. You've earned it. As we celebrate your graduation, we also celebrate the impact your teachers have had on your success. From preschool through your senior year, your teachers have left their mark on you, and you have done the same to them. On behalf of the class of 2022, I want to thank all of the teachers and staff members here today that have helped them get to this milestone and have instilled the skills needed to take the next step. Along with our 77 seniors receiving their diplomas and taking their next steps in their lives, 3 of our own teachers from the district are taking the next step for them as well. Mrs. Chris Chauncey, Mrs. Liz Gray, and Mrs. Laura Mail are all retiring at the end of this school year. If those teachers in attendance would please rise. With a combined years of service, With a combined years of service to the district of 86 years amongst the three of them, we are proud to call all of them Golden Eagles for life. Their dedication, time, love, and commitment to the district and to our students will not be forgotten. We wish all three of our retirees nothing but the best in their retirement. This group of seniors is really special. They are the first group of students to have been Golden Eagles their entire lives. They were kindergarten students when the consolidation started and are officially the first to fly from nest to sky. In addition to holding that honor, this group of seniors has also had the most unique high school career. They started as freshmen. We had 13 snow days that winter. As sophomores, the pandemic started and we finished the year at home. Then as juniors, we were back, but for half days for the year, and now as seniors, we've made it almost all the way back to normal. Talk about a resilient group of students. They've handled every hurdle, change, and obstacle thrown at them with grace and never let them slow them down. I'm so very proud of what this group has accomplished, and I can't wait to see what their futures hold. Now, let's get to the part you guys have been waiting for. It is my honor and privilege to present the graduating class of 2022 to the Board of Education. All of these students have met the requirements set by the Illinois State Board of Education and the Mercer County Board of Education. These students have successfully completed the requirements to earn a Mercer County High School diploma. At this time, I would like to invite Board of Education members Mr. Mike Bounds, Mr. Bill Smock, and Mrs. Julie Wagner to the stage to present our graduates their diplomas. If the first row of graduates would please stand and proceed to the left side of the stage to receive their diplomas. The graduates do ask that those in attendance please hold your applause and celebrations until all of our graduates have crossed the stage so that each graduate has the opportunity to hear their name called. Ready? Claire Lynn Adolphson. Maggie Elizabeth Bewley. Isaac Lee Bigham. Rhett Isaiah Bliss. Emily Pearl Bounds. Elena Lynn Breeden. Emily Joanne Brown. Haley Diane Bull. Alexander Christopher Bush. Jared Daniel Shaleen. Carson Richard Clausen. Ayla Lee Coulter. Mason Eugene Coulter. Trenton Lee Coulter. Kirsten Marie Cox. Ashlyn Paige DeFries. Emily Nicole Despain. Carter Michael Thomas Donahue. Sienna Rose Douglas. Isaiah Kenneth Earl. Gracie Lynn Fisher. Bailey Elizabeth Foster. Kylie Mae Frieden. Carissa Lynn Geisinger. Savannah Marie Gibson. Ethan Lee Glidden. Rebecca Lynn Gray. Michaela Mackenzie Hamilton. Bailey Lynn Marie Harden. Jonathan Lowell Headley. Eli George Hoffman. Carson Patrick Holmes. Robert Anthony Holtzschlag. Iggy Maya Lynn Hook. Preston Scott Howard. Olivia Jean Huckey. Mackenzie Marie Hunn. Dalton James Eisnagel. Kayleen Ann Louise Jern. Charles Andrew Johnson. Eric Richard Lee. Calvano Nazareno Danatello Lee. Jesus Ramon Lopez. Damian James Martinez. Michaela Joanne Matlick. Warren Philip Paul Maynard. Callie Summer McCaw. Monica Mary McKnight. Tessa Grace Miller. Bradley J. Morby. Peyton Lee Morrison. Owen Patrick Murphy. Brooklyn Renee Newswander. Justin Lee Nipper. Andrea Dawn Noble. Daniel Howard Olson. Kylie Marie Portuguese. Sydney Lauren Quam. Mackenzie Elizabeth Rutherford. David Robert Rutherford. Ryan James Riley. Colleen Michael Rourke. Ava Morgan Ruggles. Haley Marie Schwarzkopf. Shaylee Joe Smet. Ellie Rachel Smock. Zinni Joe Nicole Sossman. Sydney Irene Stern. Sydney Marie Cook Stockham. Bailey Ryan Swartout. Cherylee Sabrina Van Zumeren. Catherine Diane Wagner. Austin Jacob Walker. Caleb Montgomery Weeks. Vincent Sean Weiss. Zaylee Joe Willits. Aaron Tyler Woosley. Would the class of 2022 please stand? Mercer County administrators, board members, faculty, staff, family, friends, and community members. It is my honor and my privilege to present to you the Mercer County High School graduating class of 2022. Graduates, please move your tassel. You can throw caps if you want.